Ever eaten something that made you so sick you couldn't even look at it again? Years later? Whether it was bad sushi, a shady taco, or expired milk, your brain remembers. But have you ever wondered why? Today, we're diving deep into the neuroscience of food aversion and what it tells us about memory, fear, and maybe even PTSD. We've all been there. You eat something, and hours later, you're glued to the bathroom floor, swearing off that meal forever. But here's the twist. Even if it takes 6, 12, or even 24 hours before you get sick, your brain still makes the connection. That delay should confuse your memory, right? Yet somehow, it doesn't. Why? Scientists call this the meal-to-malaise delay, and it's one of the brain's most fascinating survival features. It's an ancient, hardwired response to danger. And now, for the first time, researchers have found the exact part of the brain that's keeping score. Researchers wanted to crack the code, so they turned to mice. And yes, they made them feel sick, on purpose. Here's how it went down. Mice were given either water or a brand new treat, grape Kool-Aid. 30 minutes later, some of them received an injection that made them feel sick. 2 days later, when offered the same choice, water or Kool-Aid, guess what they picked? Yep, water. Every time. This one-shot learning, where a single bad experience creates a lifelong memory, helped pinpoint where the memory was stored. The surprise, it wasn't in the usual memory centers. It was the central amygdala. The central amygdala is like your brain's built-in alarm system. It's small, almond-shaped, and it usually handles fear, survival instincts, and fight or flight responses. But now we know, it also tracks taste-based trauma. Here's what blew researchers away. The amygdala wasn't just active when the mouse drank the Kool-Aid. It lit up again when the sickness kicked in. And again when the mouse was reminded of that flavor days later. It was like the brain was replaying the horror movie in full color. One specific protein in brain cells connected the gut reaction to the emotional memory. When scientists stimulated those exact neurons, boom, the mouse acted as if it remembered getting sick. That's how precise this brain circuit is. Now, here's where it gets really interesting. If the brain can form such a powerful, long-lasting memory from just one bad meal, what does this mean for people dealing with trauma, like PTSD? Neuroscientists believe understanding how these one-shot memories work might help us treat anxiety, trauma, and even addiction. If we can locate and rewire these fear circuits, maybe we can help people unlearn deep emotional triggers. Imagine being able to trace trauma to a single moment and then gently overwrite it. That's not science fiction. That's neuroscience, and it's coming. So next time someone says it's all in your head, they're not wrong. But it's not just imagination. It's a deeply programmed brain survival system at work, designed to keep you alive. This research could open doors to new therapies, better treatments for trauma, and maybe even help some of us enjoy our favorite foods again. Did you know that the smell of a food alone can activate the same amygdala response, even without tasting it? That's how tightly linked our senses are to emotional memory. Have you ever sworn off a food forever because of food poisoning? Drop it in the comments. We want to hear your stories. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more mind-blowing science like this. Like, comment, subscribe, stay curious, stay safe, and maybe skip that gas station sushi.